I'm Eric Loy, and welcome to Eric Loy Interviews. On this podcast, we talk with folks from the VTuber community on their channels, their talents, their stories, where they come from, and their plans for the future. We welcome Atlas Chroma. Hi.
Hello.
Please introduce yourself to everybody.
Hello, my name is Atlas Chroma. I'm a Rainbow Cat Slime. AKA I can shapeshift into anything I want, which is inspired by that time I got reincarnated as a slime, and Fairy Tail, which is one of my favorite comfort animes. I'm a daily live streamer. I love video games, art, music, really anything. And my goal is to create a wonderful animated community where everyone feels like family. That's my goal one day.
Sounds pretty cool to me. And
yeah.
when did you get started with the VTuber thing?
I don't remember the exact day, but I went to college and I graduated around May. And
Congratulations.
they were just like, "Here you go, here's some money." I was just like, "Oh dang, let me go buy me a PC because those things are expensive." So somewhere around May is probably when I started, and I basically been streaming like daily, and a lot of people were very worried about me because they're like, "You gotta stop doing that. You're gonna get burnt out." I'm just like, I live in the country. I don't got anything. What am I else supposed to do? Just stare at the grass outside? Like, there's really nothing out there.
Yeah, and you're having fun with it, right?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Is you make sure that you're enjoying yourself while you're doing it. And
oh no, it's always been my dream to be a streamer.
Yeah.
Since I think. No, a content creator since I think 2012 or 2015. I don't know. That's how long I've been on YouTube for, because I like Markiplier, Jack, Wade, all of them.
Oh yeah,
such inspirations.
Yeah, I still have them bookmarked to check on them every once in a while, even though they're not on it nearly as much as they used to be. I still check them out every once in a while, and you wanted to do that type of streaming before you did this type?
Well, first I did just a lot YouTube, and I really felt like that wasn't going anywhere, and I always wanted to be a streamer. But again, like I said, when I was looking at the prices and everything, I was just like, oh, why is that so expensive? So I never really got to a streamer. Like, I used to have a Windows computer where and like our internet was really bad as well, so it took me all day, all night, and then the next day just to upload a video. Like, that's how bad it was. And I was just like, man, I just really want to be a streamer. Like, every time I would go to the store or anything, whenever we would go to like Walmart, I would just like look at the gaming PCs. I'm like, man, I really want this. Why are they so expensive? And then one day I was able to actually, thankfully, because I went to college, I was able to actually get me a PC, and I have never been more happier.
Was that Windows Vista you were on?
I don't honestly know. It was like a super old computer, like really, really old. I think it was like 10.
Yeah.
I think maybe it was like Windows 10 or lower, but like it was really bad.
Yeah. If it was Windows Vista, I'm surprised you were able to even turn it on. We had a computer with Windows Vista, and that was worthless.
Yeah, that thing was horrible when I had that. Like, man.
Yeah.
I was envious of anybody that had like a game PC. Like, hey, I got a new game PC. I'm just like, one day I'm gonna get that.
when the computer won't even play Minesweeper, now you know you're. It locked
like,
up.
I could barely play Minecraft as well, but like I was trying. Like, I had to try to push out anything that my old computer would let me. I'm just like, I'll do this, do that, even if it's a game. Even if I can play like one of those old games that people play as childhood, like Pop Tropical or something like that, I was like, I'll play it. Like, if my old computer can run it, then I'm happy.
Heck, the games that I played when I was a kid, your pocket watch could run.
Probably.
It'd run on your toaster at this point, the way things are going. With that, it sounds like once you got into it, you hit the ground rolling. Was it easy for you once you got the equipment and set up, Was it easy for you to get in and talk to an audience?
Uh, well, I have a social anxiety, so I was like really shy because people are like, "You gotta talk more when you do streaming," and I'm just like, I don't ever know what to talk about.
Yeah.
So I try to talk about the game or what I'm doing, or I like play music,
Right.
and like at first I was just gonna just be like a regular streamer until I found VTubing, and I was just like, "Ooh, I want to create a cool character," and then I was like, maybe I can get me a 3D model or something like that. Then when I saw the prices, I was just like, you know what, never mind. I'll just get a PNG model.
Yeah. That's fine by now.
I can't just drop $1,000.
Yeah. Yeah. Until we get a coupon, it's perfectly fine. Yeah. But really, getting on and talking to folks for some people is really tough to do. Doing it with social anxiety is probably adding, lots of layers to how tough it is. So when you finally turned that microphone on, what were you thinking?
When I was first doing it, I was just like, man, I was like, it's boring. That was like my main thing because I'm just like, I never know what to talk about or what to do. And then like when I like did get viewers, my brain was just, and then it just like went down like really fast back to like zero. I was just like, man, am I that boring? Hello? Am I doing something wrong? So I started to be like one of those people who just like that like looked at the number, which was my look at the numbers, which was my number one mistake. I stopped doing that now as I grew because I'm just like, just have fun, just enjoy yourself. If you watch, they watch. If they don't, they don't. It's okay. As long as I'm having fun, I'm chilling. My favorite thing is to just play games with friends and have fun.
Yeah, it's they're coming out for you. They're coming back to be with you for a while, and I think folks need to remember that it's not necessarily the game you're playing. Maybe that'll draw them in, but they can watch other people play that game probably at the same time. It's you doing the game, and once you realize that, and maybe you get a few people coming back, you're like, hey, these people are actually coming back for me. How does that feel?
Yeah, I always get excited when people like who have watched me for a good while to come back and be like, hey, how are you doing? I'm like, oh my god, I haven't seen you in a good while. Hey, how are you doing? I get so excited.
Yeah, well, how did that fit in with your social anxiety?
It did. Not gonna lie, I did give a bit to get used to.
Yeah.
So, but I think because I can't see their face and they can't see mine, I think it may have made it easier because I'm just talking to the screen. So I think it made like a bit easier to talk to people. I mean, I still get really shy when people message me, even like VTubers. My brain's just like, what do I say to this person? What do I talk to them about? That would make me interesting. I don't know. I don't think I really know about just anime, Dungeons and Dragons, and games. That's pretty much it.
And then Atlas Chroma rolled up into a ball and disappeared.
That's how it feels.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there are a lot of people with so many different backgrounds that get into VTubing. It's one of the reasons why I do these interviews is to learn and find out all these different folks. And some people have social anxiety. Some people are very open. Some people do it for other different reasons. And it's always interesting to me to hear how they've either adapted to that or they've adapted it to them. Do you think that you're the one that made the adaptation, or have you changed it to where it's easier for you?
I think I changed it to make it easier for myself. I mean, I have gotten a lot of help with setting up my channel and everything like that because doing things on OBS, like separating audio and music and stuff like that, because I have a learning disability. I struggle with learning new things and things like that. So it's like hard for me to like understand things that people would just be like, oh, I understand this fast. And so like I would always get help or like try to watch videos on it, but as I slowly started getting to understand things, watching videos and stuff like that and tutorials, and it makes it like really easier for me to like to understand. I'm not gonna lie, I do get a lot of stuff still. A lot of stuff. Either I'm muted or or something like that.
Well, that happens.
Or too loud.
That happens to everyone.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you're not a content creator without a bit of stuff.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's the human part of it. You
Mm-hmm.
don't do you want to see AI take over everything, for crying out loud?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, and folks, get ready because it's going to be happening. You're going to see
That's true.
fully AI stuff here eventually, and you may not know it right away, and get caught up in it. But the interaction with other folks, um, has that translated over to your personal life? Has being on with other folks here made it easier for you off the computer to talk to folks?
Really? I'm trying to get better because I made my resolution to hopefully get to know people more and like try to get out of my shell. But like, the best way for me to say it is that I wasn't really treated bestly when I was growing up, all the way to like starting school the first time ever, all the way to being an adult. So my brain is always just like a little weird whenever I talk to people because my brain's just like, wait, what if I'm bothering these people? What if I made their day worse?
Right.
Yeah, and like I'm trying to like get past that and be like, hey, it's okay, nothing crazy is gonna happen, but once in a while that still does happen. But I'm trying to get to talk to people more and more.
Yeah, well, I mean,
every day, and I enjoy meeting English. I enjoyed meeting all the people I know today.
Well, I mean,
yeah,
you're fighting years of programming here.
Yeah.
To get to that situation, and it's good because people get to know your wonderful personality in the meantime.
Yeah.
And we get the benefits of your talents. And those of us like me without talent, we need all the talent we can get. So
please, I don't think I really have that. I don't think I really have much talent. Like I can't sing, draw, or anything like that, or voice that. I mean, I can do an old man voice, but that's pretty much it.
Now wait a minute. Leave the old men voice to the old men, for crying out loud. That's all we got. Hey, you people taking away our stuff.
Back in my day, a house used to cost a quarter.
back in my day, we had to make a quarter. Literally, we had to actually pull up all of it and mint it ourselves before we could even spend it. We didn't have enough to call it a quarter. We called it an eighth. That's where you get pieces of eight from. It's hard for someone, for me anyway, to talk with somebody and find, and you're such a bubbly person talking to.
Thank you.
To associate that with somebody who has social anxiety, but it does show that once you get past that awkwardness of interaction, the first interaction, that it's worth it to find out what's going on, what the person is really about. And I'm glad you've been able to do that with VTubing, because we get to hear from wonderful you.
Yeah, I enjoy it, and I'm happy that I get to meet a lot of people and just have lots of fun and just try things I never got to do, because I didn't really have any friends growing up. So meeting like a bunch of people online that actually want to talk to me and be my friend, I'm just like, yes, I can talk to people.
In your face. That type of thing. That's a very, very 80s thing to say. Sorry. But really, it's I liken it to starting over again in a way, because your potential friendship list online is literally the entire world that has a phone or a computer at this point. And you could be one of the people that you end up being the most close with online, could be living on the other side of the planet, standing upside down from you.
Oh yeah, like a lot of my friends live like across the live across the seas and stuff like that. And because I'm just like, man, why does no one ever live close to me? This is what happens when you live in the country. No one ever lives here.
Well, maybe later on when you're a superstar VTuber, you can do a road trip.
I would love that. I never had a vacation or traveled, so that would be amazing. I always wanted to go traveling with my family, and like even if it's like something simple, just like going to like a new city and things like that. I mean, that would just be the best day ever. I would love that.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. For me, I'm too old to go anywhere, so I'll just stay here in the snow.
It's never too late.
Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty late. When you wake up in the middle of the winter and every joint says no, don't move.
That's valid.
Yeah, it's like okay, I'll go for you. The experiences that you've had online so far, all positive, or have you had some things not quite go your way?
A lot of them were pretty positive. Some of the experiences were kind of weird since I have a more of a feminine voice and stuff like that. A lot of things when people say about my voice were just like, I don't like that.
And did they tell you that?
Yes, I have had many people come into my stream and say things about my voice. I'm just like, it's the internet.
Oh, for crying out loud! I mean, here's the thing, folks. There are so many places for you to go. You don't need to go in there and tell people why you don't like what's going on, and just go somewhere else.
Yeah.
I mean, it changed the channel on your television. It's not rocket science. It's you don't need to bomb somebody and then leave, because there's folks out who are enjoying themselves.
True. The bot raids were also a really bad experience when you're first starting out, and then you just get a bunch of bots in your thing. Like that was definitely stressful when I first was dealing with that, because I was just because I didn't know anything about Siri bot or things. So whenever I just I started getting spam with bots and bots and bots, I was like, it was very discouraging.
Lots of people wanting to sell art.
Oh my God! Don't even get me started on the art bots. They won't leave me alone. They even started coming to my Discord, my Blue Sky, my Twitter.
Yeah.
At first, I get so excited when someone messages me, and then they're like, "Hey, how you doing? Would you be friends?" Blah blah blah. Now buy my art. I'm just like, okay, goodbye, block. It still happens to this day.
It's like a month later. By the way, I just noticed that your layout isn't quite. Here's a layout that I've been working on for you. Please give me money. Click.
Yeah, I already have artists. Because someone messaged me one time. It's buy my art. I was like, sorry, I already have artists. They're like, well, I'm better than your artist. I'm like, okay, block. No, thank you.
Congratulations, block.
No, thank you. The art bots are so annoying. Don't get me wrong. I love artists. I love supporting artists. But when someone ever just comes to me trying to sell art, I'm just like, no. I want to come to you. I want it to be the opposite.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people are using a stream to showcase different talents, such as art or cooking or doing lectures even, and that type of thing. What do you want to do with your channel when it's all said and done?
What I want to do for my channel? Honestly, I don't. I always wanted to have a channel where people could, because it's what I did when I was younger. It's you come home from either school, work, or wherever you're coming from after a long, stressful day, and you just come home, turn on I used to turn on YouTube a lot and watch my favorite content creator, Mark Replier, and his friends, and it just felt like excitement and joy. Just felt like comfort, and you could just sit back and enjoy yourself. I just want a place where people can do that, where they can just come to my channel and be you know what? I'm just gonna eat my dinner. I'm gonna relax, have fun, have a few laughs, and enjoy myself. That's what I want to do.
Watch Atlas Chroma die 16 times in a row on this particular section.
I do die a lot, especially in Fortnite. I die so much in Fortnite.
Oh, I have a coworker who's big on Fortnite, and she she'll come in one day at work just all tousled, and I'm like, long night at Fortnite, don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, people are very sweaty at Fortnite. Like you could just like drop in and get ready to like fight, and someone will just hit you and you're already gone. It's like, well, all right, I don't want to play anymore.
I know somebody who's part of my family, and I'm not going to mention their names, but I watched them play one of these games where you join in, and I don't know the name of it. It's an army shooter type of deal, and and for about a half hour he would join in, take 2 steps, and die.
That sounds like Call of Duty.
I think it might have been. He'd shoot randomly and die.
Yeah, yeah, that happens to me a lot because I started playing Call of Duty a lot, and that would happen. I would just be like, "All right, time to go fight with my friend." Bam, gone. I'm like, "Okay, well, I don't want to play anymore. I'm good."
It was
I'm
pretty
getting better at it, but not really.
It was pretty funny at the start, but then it kind of got sad.
Yeah, it does. It does. It definitely it does. Learning a new game takes a good while.
When the rest of the team starts yelling, "Get off! Stop coming back! I'm not going to heal you."
I always try to heal my teammates as much as I can. I'm just like, I'll be the healer. Here you go. Here you go. Here you
go. Well, what types of Fortnite do you like to play?
I like playing either no build or Lego Fortnite. There was just one called Box Fight where you and your friends do different challenges to try to take each other out. There was this one where like it had like a giant boss serpent. Like you collect a lot of money to unlock the boss, and then you gotta fight the giant serpent and destroy it with your friends before it destroys you, because like it takes like a lot of health. But we did it before. I think we also played one called End of the World. I don't know if I named that right, but it's like a zombie horde. Oh. And then at the end, you got to try to survive with this giant zombie monster with a lot of health. Ooh. And like, it was only me left, I think. And I was taking him down. And like right before I was about to die, I hit him and he died. And I was just like, yes, we did it. It took so long.
That's when you pass out on the floor, just like, I won. I used to win games at 4:00 in the morning and start calling friends, and then I would lose friends.
Oh no!
Don't ever do that again. But I won. We don't care. It really, folks. It's for that game. It's great that they've been able to keep it going by changing things up for people and always trying to keep it fresh, because let's face it, at its basic, it's a pretty good game. But if they had stayed with the basic, that wouldn't have fed the bulldog. I don't think they really needed to spice it up and give you some options.
Yeah, they just stayed with only just build and nothing else. Yeah, I don't think I would be playing Fortnite. Build is so hard.
Well, that and it's boring to me. I didn't watch somebody build and die.
Yeah, I can't build as fast as they can, because it's like they just build like a whole house. I'm just like, how in the heck are you doing that?
Meanwhile, the storm is coming in.
Oh yeah, the storm. Yeah, I died so many times in the storm. Like sometimes when I was in a car and it was like only me, I would like take a fast car and drive into the storm and like drive as crazy as possible, flying through the air, breaking trees. I'm like, don't worry, I'll go get your car. Sometimes I make it out, sometimes I don't.
Just come flying out of the storm at somebody. They go, what?
I've done that so many times. People are just like, we're going to start calling you Crazy Atlas now because that was wild.
Well, Crazy Atlas, what other types of games do you play?
What other kinds of games? Like to play Call of Duty.
Mm.
I used to play Some Days to Die a lot.
Mm.
What else do I play? My brain is blanking. Sea of Thieves, Party Animals.
Mm-hmm.
Actually gotta look. I tried playing The Forest, Dark and Darker. I
Yeah.
really like dungeon crawlers.
Yeah.
Marvel Rivals,
Mm.
VR Chat.
Mm.
I got the Xbox Pass so that I can start playing a bunch of games on there as well.
There you go.
And I started playing this game called Off the Grid, which I'm horrible at it, but it's fun.
What's that game about?
It's basically, have you ever seen Apex?
Yes.
It's kind of like Apex, like a bit, like there was like a bit, but yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just like a battle royale where you go across the map, shooting and many people are trying to get these cubes that are called hicks.
Okay.
It's like the most important thing,
Uh-huh.
and you basically can compete. I think you can also compete for real life money on that game as well.
Ooh. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to compete very long. I'm too old. My Twitch muscles weren't there to start with, and now they really aren't. It's like,
yeah, I'm not
shoot.
fast as a lot of people are because I'm like, how'd you hit me?
Well, but a great way to cope with that is just pretend that they're cheating.
Not the chance that they're cheating. It was really bad when people like had snipers.
Yeah.
Oh, getting headshot by snipers is so bad.
Oh yeah, yeah. If somebody camping on you and show up and die immediately, you're like, why am I even here? But
That's how I feel.
people. That's what I guess I used to do that on Grand Theft Auto.
Oh,
Yeah, my wife and I had San Andreas, and we would sit on the buildings and shoot people, and we got tired with the game itself, and I found a place where I could helicopter up to and set and just shoot the rocket launcher at this one area of highway, and the cars would fly over buildings.
Oh my, that's crazy.
It was pretty funny. You hit it at the right spot, and the physics took over, and the car just flies. And
I love GTA. I used to do GTA role play, but then I stopped.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
That's another game that with modifications, people are continuing to play after a long time, and I think we'll see a lot more of that with games in the future.
Yes, replays are a lot of fun. That's why I like D&D so much.
Yeah, yeah. We haven't even talked about D&D. I played D&D back in the one book days.
Ooh.
Yeah, we had 5 classes. That was it. the most exotic you could get was a half orc. That was about it.
Dang.
But now it's it's like you got an entire universe. We had a small country. You had an entire universe now to deal with. Are you playing a lot of D&D these days?
Yes.
Mm.
We're doing a D&D in space, D&D 5e in space. I'm playing as a goblin.
Mm-hmm.
And my other friend is also playing as a goblin, so we made our characters siblings.
Space goblins.
So the first time, yeah.
See, we couldn't even do that. We didn't even have the option of being goblins.
Dang.
Oh, we had just the plain stuff. I mean, you couldn't even you couldn't be a dual, like you couldn't be a fighter mage. You just be a fighter or a mage.
It is crazy how much D&D has advanced over the years. I mean, there's like so many systems. I mean, I only play D&D 5e because like everything's like right there for you online and all the character sheets. So that's why I like that.
Oh yeah,
well, and I don't feel like trying to learn a new system.
Yeah, well, you can take every RPG and trace it back to Dungeons and Dragons. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, it hit the idea of things like hit points and maxing up your strength. All of that comes from Dungeons and Dragons and rolling 3 dice back then. And we had to try to find a D20, and if you didn't have that, you had to roll rolled 2d10s or something like that. We 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 almost had to create our own dice back then.
Oh, create your own dice. Oh.
Well, I mean, they certainly don't look like they do now, because, gosh, you can buy some really pretty dice.
True. Every time I like go see dice like online, I'm just like, man, I want that.
Yeah, isn't it? It's like some. I haven't even played dice games these days, but I'm like, boy, that's really cool. I just want to hold it and roll it around a little bit.
Same.
That's why my wife controls the purse strings. And I said, no, you can't buy that. Oh, ma.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do with the channel as a whole? I mean, you said that you want to make it a friendly place and a good environment, but are there other types of things you'd like to try as far as streaming goes?
I haven't really thought about it, honestly.
Yeah.
I think this is kind of like the only thing I really wanted to do growing up was just be a content creator.
Mm.
Like I didn't really have any other things in mind because like I'm starting to get into art. So I want to be an artist, but learning anatomy is very difficult.
Yeah, well, that's when you make your own anatomy.
You know what? You're right.
This is the way hands look in my universe. Okay.
I didn't think about that. That's actually pretty good. That's a pretty good idea.
Yeah. If you can't change the universe, just change the universe.
Honestly, that's a good idea. It's just like, why follow other people's anatomy when I can make my own?
That's right. So, yeah, did you want to? I mean, when you were younger, did you want to try art, or did you just watch other people do it and enjoy it?
When I was younger, I used to do art when I was in high school, but I had one of those teachers that were just like, anime's not art.
Well, that's...
but I really like I used to do art again when I was younger, but then I stopped but then I got back into it. So I've been doing art. I've been drawing anime food because I love anime food and I love the look of it.
Anime food.
So I want to be anime food. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's a niche.
Yes, I love the way anime food looks in like comics, anime. It just looks so delicious, and I just love the way it comes out. I want my food to just look like it came straight out of an anime. Yeah. And I think I'm slowly achieving that because every time I share my food art, people are just like, I want to eat this. I'm like, it's what I wanted. Yeah. That's what I wanted.
Well, and my anime art would be like pizza rolls. Then they'd be pretty easy to draw.
Probably, yeah.
And I am no gourmet, nor am I an artist. I'm definitely not an artist.
Me neither. I'm not an artist yet whatsoever. My art looks like a 5-year-old drew it.
Well, you're about 4 years beyond mine. I'll tell you that. Yeah. Every time I pick up a pen, lightning strikes. That's how bad it is.
Oh no.
They have passed laws to make sure I don't draw stick men. So there you go.
Not the law.
No, he's not allowed to do that. It's bad. Seriously, a true life story. In grade school, I completed a project on time, handed it in to art class, and got an F.
Oh.
Now, that had to be pretty bad. There was no other reason other than it had to be bad in order to get an F on an art project in grade school. Dang. That's when I knew that it wasn't for me. I'll appreciate other people.
I feel like a lot of art teachers are very strict though sometimes.
Yeah, but when she picked up the yardstick and chased me around the room, I figured I'm probably not that good at art.
Oh dang.
Yeah. Trying to beat it out of me.
Oh no.
No, but I did get an F. I did. It was just pretty harsh. But what are you gonna do? So with this and what you've done so far, are you at where you wanted to be, or are you further than you thought you'd be at this point?
Honestly, I'm further than I thought I would be. I didn't think anyone would be interested in watching me whatsoever. Because when I first started streaming, I grew fast. Mm-hmm. Somewhat fast, because I mean, I was a daily streamer, but like my numbers were going up like really fast, and I was confused at first because I'm just like, where are all these people coming from? Hello. And then like I think like in a few months or so, like I hit like it was like 300, 400, and now I'm like at 600 right now. And I'm just like, where are these people coming from? And then like my Twitter like hit like 1,000, and I'm just like, where are you guys coming from? Hello.
That didn't kick your social anxiety in, did it?
It did, because I was just like, where is that rat coming from? Because like I just want to make my content like something that people can enjoy. But I don't know if my content really is that enjoyable, honestly. So,
oh,
but I just enjoy doing it though. It's fun.
Poor Atlas Chroma, too good for everybody's own good.
I mean, yeah. People say that I'm too pure for this world. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm too kind for my own good.
No humble brag here.
I can't help it. I always take the advice of treat people the way you want to be treated.
That's right. Well,
That's what I always do.
Yeah, you always try and do your best, and you can't help what some people do. It's just you can't control them. So everything seems to be going pretty well for you right now.
Yeah, I would say so.
Well, yeah, and with the channel, is there anything you'd like to improve?
I would definitely like to improve my content, make it better. See if there's anything like I'm missing, and honestly, just improve any way I want, any way I can. I mean,
yeah, that's
pretty much what it is.
Yeah, so you're pretty settled in at this point.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, and it sounds like just a positive experience. I mean, I'm glad for you. How big a part of your life is it now? I mean, obviously, it's something you really wanted to do. You're doing it every day. What would you do if you couldn't?
If I couldn't?
Yeah.
I guess I would just be doing what I did before. Is just continue trying to post videos on YouTube.
Grabbing other people's...
It'll be slow, but yeah.
Grabbing other people's phones and quickly putting stuff on YouTube.
Yeah, that's basically what I do. Just try to make everything load, try to edit videos, make them enjoyable and fun. And that's pretty much what I would try to do. Well, but I don't think that computer would have lasted that long, honestly.
Well,
years.
Folks, as you've heard, and I don't think you've heard the smile disappear from their face one time as they've been talking with us. Atlas Chroma, you got to check out what they're doing. Obviously having a lot of fun and enjoying themselves on the net. And I absolutely enjoyed talking with you. I hope we can talk to you again soon, and I wish you nothing but the best as the new year gets started.
Same to you. I hope you have a wonderful new year. I mean, the new year already passed, but yeah, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, year, and just keep doing what you're doing because you're doing an amazing job.
Thank you for listening to Eric Loy Interviews. Join us again next time when we talk to another member of the always interesting VTuber community.